right, it is 7 degrees here in southern Ontario, and I can't believe how warm it is. It's ridiculous. It's first week of December's over. We're in the second week of December, and there is no snow to be seen, not yet. But anyways, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be working on this door, and like I said, this door sticks out a little bit because I need to grind a little bit of that off. So that's what I'm gonna do so that I can get this out of the way, which in turn leads to this section being open, and I can rake it and start my cranberry beds, which I'm really excited to show you how I'm going to set up these cranberry beds. So let's get to it. All right, so I ran out of plastic, so I'm gonna have to find another piece. But yeah, I just patched this door as best I could with what I had, and then I put a little piece up there, which will probably stay permanent. But this one here will probably get replaced eventually, if not the whole door. But I need to find another piece to patch up the rest of it. But in the meantime, I moved because I did enough of the grinding on the door to try and get it closed. Again, I need another door. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this corner, which I have determined to put my cranberry boxes in here, which we're gonna build today. And right now I'm just gonna rake out this stuff a little bit more flat and flush, bring it out here a little bit further. And yeah, we're just gonna level it out a little bit more. And then I'll show you the placement and how we're gonna mix the dirt for cranberry success. So that's what we're gonna get working on. Let's get going. All right, it's all raked up. And here's one of my boxes right here. It's not a very big box. It's not a very deep box either. But recycle, reduce, reuse, you know? So we'll find something to do with this lid later. Might even keep it for now. But I'll kick them under here, these little straps. I'm gonna put them up in here, so. And that's where that one's gonna go. Then I'm gonna put a tree here, and then we'll put another cranberry on the other side. So I should be getting a lot of the light from the south, facing north, so it's going this way. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna get the other one. Probably, I don't know, take these little spongy things. I guess we're not gonna get them out. So we'll leave them in there. But we got 2 of these. And it's too early to kind of put them in here without knowing how warm it will stay in here. I mean, it's nice now. It's 11 degrees outside. But it's the second week of December and it's 11 degrees. So yeah, we're gonna get some warm weather. It's gonna rain today. It's about 11 degrees in here because there's no sun. When there's no sun, it's about as warm in here as it is outside. Only thing is there's no wind, which keeps you a lot warmer. So yeah, we got this other box again, recycle, reduce, reuse, and we're just gonna place that down too, the same as the other one. Bunt it up, and then we'll find a small tree to go in here. So somewhere in here, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna move them out a bit more because I'm gonna have those water bottles that are painted black along that edge too. So it's a good thing I just remembered that, and that's what we're gonna do. Next step we're gonna do is get some dirt in here. I have some mycorrhizal dirt. I have some peat moss, and I bought some sand. And that's the kind of mixture that cranberries grow best in. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mix that up, and I'll show you how in a minute. All right, so I got my mycorrhizal right here. This is my peat moss, Pro Mix, it's all Pro Mix. And then I got some play sand. Now, the play sand probably would be better if it was that gravelly type sand with nothing in it, like no salts or anything like that. I forget what it is. It's used for cement mixes and stuff like that. But this is what I have, so I'm gonna use it. I got 3 bags, 1 for each. Plus I got the third one because I still want to, I like using sand to propagate my cuttings. So we're gonna set up another one of those. I have another one that's still going out in the back behind the barn. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get another tote and we're gonna set up another growing medium in there, and then I can get more cuttings. So I'm really trying to beef up the amount of plants I have this year. Like I said, once the greenhouse was done, it was all about growing now. So this is just setting up some stuff and doing what I can instead of what I can't. Again, I had a little bit of some heart problems, so I had to adjust my my working schedule and kind of take it easy. I've been going actually a lot slower. It may seem like I'm going kind of fast up on the video, but I'm actually going quite slow. So I'm taking it easy. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get some of this Pro Mix mycorrhizal in the bottom of these little containers, and then we're going to put some peat on top, and we're going to mix it with our hands. Just get in there and get dirty, you know, that's the best way. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's get started. Let's get this mycorrhizal in here, and easy way to do that, just cut it with this. There, just like that. That's easy peasy. Cut that open. Yeah, that's it. Now we can use the shovel the whole time, or, you know, I can just muscle it in, but again, I'm having a hard time lifting things right now without my breath, so we're just gonna do a little bit of that. You can see this mycorrhizal has a lot of this perlite in it, a little mix of peat, perlite, and a few other little things in there that I'm not really sure. I think it's compost. Either way, get a nice layer of that in the bottom. So we're just gonna do kind of like 2 equal layers of this and the peat moss, and then we're gonna do 1 bag of sand in each, and then mix the sand in. The sand will help with the drainage. At the same time, there will be no drains in this. So I'm not going to put any holes into it to drain out the water. So that's not what we're going to do. So let's keep going at that. We'll get these filled up, and then I'll get in there with my hands. All right, we got the mycorrhizal in. It was 1 bag. I just split it in half, so it looks like I'm going to have an extra bag, which is good because plenty of things to grow in it. Now we're going to get our peat out, and we're just going to get that in there, mix it around. If you want to mix it out really good, get it all mixed up in there, because, you know, we don't want it all too much peat and too much clumps of this and that. So that's what we're going to do. Now we get this in. Okay, so the other thing I didn't really mention, I didn't have to use all this peat, a little too much peat in there, I think, is to throw a little clay in there. They like a little bit of the clay mix. So this stuff here that I use for leveling out some of my ground, I just threw it in here because it's very clay-ish. So I didn't put a lot in there, but enough to mix it up really thoroughly. And now we're just gonna throw the sand in there. Give that a chop. And we're gonna do a whole bag of this in here because it will move around. And once we put the water in, it's gonna settle. So once it settles, just like this. Yeah, it's tiring me out. But yeah, and then what we're gonna do is get in there, your hands, shovel, whatever you got, mix it all in there. Get it all mixed up, you know? You wanna just get a nice good mixture in there. It doesn't clump up. Flip it around, grab the shovel, give it a little flip, you know? And that's all you gotta do. And this is gonna be really good growing medium for cranberries. And I can't wait, because cranberries are really good for you. They're super good for you, super good for the heart. So definitely be drinking more cranberry juice from now on. But yeah, they're easy to grow. I collected the seeds on my last video there. I'll leave that at the end of the video. And you can check out how you collect cranberry seeds and or rose hips. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. So it's just a big old mix. So let's get in here, get our hands dirty, and then we'll work on something else. So I'll show you when I'm finished. All right, it's all mixed up. We got 2 here. I left enough room here for a tree, and then I left enough room to put the bottles behind it. Plus, if I can grow a bush behind it, I will too as well. So I'll try to get like a little bit of a, I don't know, strawberries, blueberries, something. Something will probably go in here. Again, it all depends on the water, which is going to be one of my other projects that I do. Is we're going to have to figure out where the water is going to come from and how I'm going to distribute it. So I do have my water totes, as if you've been watching, you can see that I have a big rain catchment system. So we're going to be getting some kind of drip system in here, but we'll see how we do individually, what needs more, what needs less. When the summer comes, it's going to get really hot in here, and I don't actually have a working fan in here yet, but we have to work on getting some kind of circulation in here. Even if the doors are open, it'll still be extremely hot in here. It'll get up to 45 to maybe even 50 degrees on the hottest day. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear and see what happens, to be honest with you. So this is where I'm at. I was able to grab 2 pumpkins off the side of the road that didn't seem that bad. Looked like someone just threw them in there. And I grabbed them for my compost. Pumpkin is really good for your compost. And not to mention that there's a bunch of seeds in it. I might collect a little bit of the seeds there just for the pumpkin patch down there and see if we get that started this year. But yeah, we're just gonna keep motoring on. So if you like these videos, don't forget to hit that thumbs up down there. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends and share it with everybody. I'm doing my best I can to grow as much fruit and vegetables as I can for my family, my friends, and for the homeless. For any charity that would help out, I will be willing to give away a lot of my fruits and vegetables. So yeah, that's where I'm headed. That's why I need all you guys to keep watching, and we'll see you next week. Have a great one. So I just wanted to show real quick, this is all of the cranberries I got out of 3 bags. So for about $7 I got probably, I don't know, $40 worth of seeds at least. I mean, you look online and see how much they are, but there's an absolute ton there. That should be plenty to fill up those boxes we just made. So just wanted to show that, give you a good glimpse of that, and there you go.